Hello, Thunderfoot. It's me again, but don't worry, I'm not going to have another huge denunciation of your videos, but I will refer to them in this video. I think, as you and I both know, a gigantic proportion of the Earth's population, a billion people, I guess, thereabouts, is Muslim or identifies itself as Muslim in one way or another. Now, somehow we've got to manage that. We've got to come to grips one way or another with that basic reality. They're not going away. There's simply too many of them, and they're too attached to being Muslim for us to just say, okay, we'll just make them stop being Muslims. That just isn't going to happen. Now, we've got to deal with that. We've got to manage the relationship between the people in this world who consider themselves Muslim and those who do not. Now, I'm not saying that those are two monolithic blocks. Absolutely not. But so much of the discomfort which people have with the increasingly shrinking world, at least in the West, seems to come from Muslims. They're accused of all sorts of things, from female genital mutilation to barbaric legal systems, to mistreatment of women, sexual abuse of children, any number of things. I don't want to go too heavily into that, but we all know what it is that I'm referring to. Just as a logical query, or just as a philosophical query, I suppose, let's say that the Muslims of this world eliminated all of that. No more Osama bin Ladens, no more female genital mutilation, no more stoning of people outside the city hall, lopping off of hands for theft, whatever those practices are, which they're accused of doing, which we say makes them so repugnant to us. What if those were all eradicated? And yet, that quarter of the Earth's population continued to live as Muslims, or as Muslim as they wanted to, they themselves, but they continued to dress as Muslims, pray as Muslims, eat as Muslims, marry, raise children as Muslims, dress as Muslims, and generally live an Islamic life. But all the bad stuff is gone. Would we then find them acceptable? Well, would you then find them acceptable, I suppose, because I already find them acceptable. But would people like Pat Condell, who make all those accusations against them, I won't ask you to speak for him, but I will ask you, would that be enough? It's an interesting question, isn't it? And it does speak to what is actually at the root of that phenomenon which we call, for better or for worse, as Islamophobia. Let's find out what it really is. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, congratulations, Ali. I knew I was right about you.